Hello, United Church. I'm coming to you with my very last weekly update of our church renovation project. Now, for all those who are watching from around the country and our friends in California, our friends in New York, our friends in Pennsylvania and other places, don't worry, we'll keep you posted on this beautiful church as we begin to furnish it and whatnot with posts on Facebook and Instagram. But this is probably, I'm going to say this is definitely my last walkthrough video update of a renovation project. That's because we are going to be opening for worship, fingers crossed, October 8th. It looks extremely likely that that's going to happen. And so we're feeling very, very confident with moving forward that plan. Of course, caveat, if, acts of God happen and something crazy takes place and we have to postpone it, don't beat me up. But we are looking forward to worshiping with you in this space on October 8th. Right now, everything is just being cleaned and paint is being touched up. This is our beautiful lobby, which is just coming together. We're taking things out. Right now, there's still a lot of things stored here, but pretty soon it's going to be filled with children's check-in tables, name tags, outreach bins, prayer shawls, you name it. All the ways that we do life together will be happening in this big lobby space. And now, ta-da, the moment so many of us have been waiting for. Our elevator is safe and inspected and has had all the stamps of approval. They've put weights on this thing. They've tuned it. As I told you, elevators get tuned. And so I say, how about we go for a ride? Let's take a ride on our elevator. I'm gonna press the button. Oh boy. Here's your ride in the United Church in Walpole, brand new elevator. Yes, let us go to 2. Up we go. Oh boy, you hear that? We're heading up. We're on the 2nd floor. Oh, wow. I gotta give you the full experience. Let me out. Here we go, we're coming out of the elevator. It looks so good. It rode so well, so safe, so smooth. Absolutely how you want that to be happening. Cannot wait for all of our friends to be taking their own rides on that elevator in just a week. And here we are in our beautiful Bradford Lewis Hall, looking out. It's kind of a dreary day, but things are finishing up here. Things are getting cleaned. Touch-up paint is happening. The thing that happened from a mechanical systems this past week is the old fire system was officially decommissioned, turned off, and everything transitioned to the new fire system. So that means all the old fire stuff, like you can't even really see it anymore, but all the old 1950s smoke detectors are now gone, and those areas are being patched and painted. So all the old fire poles are out and all the new ones are in. So like this is a new one. Here's some new fire safety stuff. All the new fire safety stuff is in. And this week we pulled out all the old fire safety stuff. And now we're just patching and painting those places where it once existed, which is awesome. It's so much cleaner looking now that we don't have, because for a while there we had both systems in the walls because the fire department would not let us take the old one out until the new one was inspected. But that happened this week. And now here we are in our gorgeous sanctuary. The guys here are cleaning our chandeliers, which I don't even need to tell you is not in the scope of work, but that's what this project has really showed, is that the people we have working on this project have really gone above and beyond. Absolutely unbelievable. From the electricians who came out after hours to see how the nighttime lights are working, to all the people who are laborers here, to Bob, certainly, who's been our project manager, doing a phenomenal job here, going above and beyond. Bob has not taken a day off in like 8 months. Bob has been here 7 days a week to get this project done. And so hopefully Bob will listen to my sermon series on the importance of Sabbath and take some time at some point in his life. But we certainly applaud him for his dedication to our project here. It's just been unbelievable what hell has happened. Let's just keep walking around. It's so funny. It's like there's not really much new to show you because everything is pretty much what you've seen, but it's just done. It's finished. It's like things are just patched and painted now. Here we are in our beautiful narthex. This is really like the formal entrance to our church. We're going to try to keep this area as decluttered as possible to just maintain that beauty and formality for those who want to have a more formal entrance to their worship experience on Sunday morning. And then all the church life kind of stuff, the name tags, the child check-in, the outreach bins, the different things that happen in the life and activity of our church, that's all going to be down in that lobby where we have more space for it and where it's not going to aesthetically impede the worship experience. So those are sort of the two philosophies of that space as we designed them way back in our Project Forward days. Here we are going into the sky view room. A lot of beauty in this room, a lot of stuff going on. This stuff in the corner here, we are going to have to take back to Blackburn Hall this week for one last time while we get everything together. And things are just moving and cruising right along. Again, you can see different areas are being patched and painted. This area used to have an old fire pole that's now been patched. It will be painted. All of that kind of stuff is happening this week. Come on down as we see the beauty of this space. Wow, just magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. You can see we have some signs up. This is, we have some wayfinding signs up to show people how to go, where to go. You can see we have little signs next to the elevator. We have these signs for kids ministry. We're actually going to get new ones because we felt that they came out kind of utilitarian. You know, we're always trying to save a buck here at United Church in Walpole. But there are some ways where we're like, you know, that doesn't scream warmth and love and kids and fun. So I just ordered some new signs that are a little bit more kid focused for that. But the rest of our signs are looking great, and we're so excited about them. Down here, you can see we have our signs up. These are all Braille signs for like our history room with Braille. We have our music office, administration office, faith formation office. You can see all of these names. These signs are the kind where you put somebody's name in. Gathering room, pastor office, chapel, and down here, our sprinkler room with a little door sign that says sprinkler room. They're painting in here right now. Folks, this is like the most beautiful sprinkler room you've ever seen in your life. We've got baseboards, we've got a fresh coat of paint. It's really coming along. The painters are doing a great job. Thank you so much. I was joking with Bob. I'll show you. I was joking with Bob. Even the emergency exit is like the fanciest emergency exit you've ever seen. You see those baseboards? We've got like baseboards in the emergency exit. They really did such a phenomenal job. He's like, well, we want things to be nice for you. I was like, Bob, I know it is so nice. We're so grateful. It's awesome. So that's that level of detail that folks are really paying attention to. And it's fantastic. Here's our little kitchenette where we're going to have coffee, and you guys can come in, make a cup of coffee, make a cup of tea, come and meet with me, meet with Annette, meet with Jazz, meet with our music director. Anybody you're trying to see, have your meetings with other church members. That kitchenette is for our whole church community, to have a nice place for have like coffee and snacks without having to brave the commercial level kitchen. All right, now kids ministry is through these doors on Sunday mornings, but this is, as you know, a daycare Monday through Friday. And so here we are. Things are really, really, really done basically here. The painters are just cleaning up the floors where, little dibs and dabs are on the floor. They're just cleaning all that up now. They're trying to move everything out. You can see this is like moving day for all of our workers. They're clearing out. This is actually Bob's last day on the job here as like a 7-day-a-week presence. He's going to be working on another job over in Norwood starting next week, but he'll be back periodically to keep things going that are unfinished. But he's no longer like having a permanent office here. So I have to say I'm going to miss Bob. My goodness, he's been across the street and for the better part of a year now. I feel like we're losing a coworker, but we're so glad to be at this stage of the project. Here's our electrical room. This is our fancy new fire panel that's now up and running. This is a fancy new thing that goes with our fire panel. I don't even want to tell you how expensive this stuff is. This is where your millions of dollars have gone. This is the fire department's way of getting in here. And this is, for all intents and purposes, this daycare entrance is really the fire department's entrance to the building. All the classrooms are coming together. Occupancy permits means that starting once we have those in hand, Kids Club is going to be moving and grooving. They've got all these staff members who are just on payroll but waiting at home to get things rolling. And so as soon as we say go, all those staff members are going to be jumping in, setting up their classrooms, making things happen, putting all the furniture in, getting the walls to look fun and friendly. Because keep in mind, right now, this is all just very plain because the daycare hasn't moved in. But once they move in, you can imagine these walls are going to be filled with posters and bulletin boards and pictures and art that the kids are making and all kinds of stuff that they're going to put in to make this space feel so warm and so friendly and so loving for all the families that will be using this space, my own included. Probably going to be sending my little guy here come June because I've got 12 weeks and Andrew's got 12 weeks, so we can kind of stagger that. Here is the staff break room. This used to be Bob's office. It's a little bit Bob's office. Hi, Bob. I was saying this is your last day.
We're in a good spot.
I know, and I was telling the folks that I feel like I'm losing a coworker. But this is Bob's office. He's moving out. It's looking, yeah. Yeah. Luckily not nag, right? Although sometimes I've done that. But here we are. This is going to be the break room for all of our daycare friends. This is their washer dryer. And they're going to be having such a wonderful experience here. Cannot wait for them to move in. And they're going to start rocking and rolling once we get those permits. You can see there's this sign here, no students beyond this point. That is a code situation too, because as you remember, this whole area has been completely de-leaded. But that is not the case for anything on the other side of this door. And so we want to make sure to follow the code there to make sure that teachers know that kids are not allowed in this space. So this is our fabulous last tour here at United Church in Walpole. Again, for those who live far away, who can't be there on reopening day or our rededication service, don't worry, we'll keep posting pictures and whatnot on Instagram and Facebook just to keep you engaged with how everything is going here at our church. you'll be able to see peaks, but this is my last construction video. And so I want to sign off with a huge thank you to everyone who has made a contribution financially, with your talent, with your service, with your prayers, whatever your contribution has been to make this project possible. We want to thank you. And from the bottom of all of our hearts, we also want to say thank you to all of those who have worked tirelessly on this project, all of the laborers, the technicians, the electricians, the plumbers, and to our leaders at Windermere and our project manager here on the ground, to Bob. We are so grateful for everybody who has made this such a high quality and successful project. Well, I'll see you in church soon, folks. Come on and worship with us. Come on and enjoy this beautiful space.